Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to... Right on. Action. You're welcome to today's live. It's been interesting and a very hectic week. Finally, we are here 10 minutes or 11 minutes after 6 p.m. because we had some interesting power issues and power has just been restored. Even though we stay in an state with 24 hours power, but sometimes even with all the arrangements in Nigeria, you still get surprises. And before I start, I usually get surprised when people that grew up in Nigeria can ever be impatient. Because Nigeria teaches you to be patient so much that if you are impatient as a Nigerian, you are not true to yourself, because everything in Nigeria takes time. You will be told something will happen by 9 a.m. and you go there 11 p.m. you're still waiting. You write a school exam and it will take 3 months for the result to come out. What are they marking? So Nigeria is a place where everything takes time. You go to a government office, you want to get a driver's license, they finish the capturing and all the long grammar and stories, yet you have to wait months for you to get. So I have two things I've developed my patience: Nigeria and real estate, because Rome was not built in a day. So most times you want to build an estate this year, and your this year will end up being 5 years. So I'm really enjoying the training. And today we are going to try and rush through this topic in the live presentation. The new name of this live presentation is the recap that we post every Saturday morning. If you've never watched the recap, you've never been live, because that's where the real value is. So the other name for our live is the recap, because that's where we'll take time without looking at the clock and do a lot of justice to the topic of the day. Like, this is already 13 minutes, and I try to keep this presentation for 7 p.m. so that I don't bore those people that don't like me. You know, those of you that like me, you can listen to me do anything, even for the next 1 year, and not get bored. But some people just want to come and learn and probably earn. So as I'm talking about Niger and patience, they are saying, waiting this one, Papa, they talk. I mean, come on here, talk with you, teach us where to come on here. So in the interest of not making for no loss, we're going to go right into the topic. And remember that the new name of this live presentation is the live recap that we post every Saturday, because after this presentation, we'll redo this presentation for those that really want to learn, where we redo it in a cool, calm, and calculated mode without recourse to time, so that those that really want to learn will come back and watch it. And last week, we talked about the part 2 of why every graduate should do menial job, or should start with menial jobs, and why menial jobs everywhere should have graduates. As a matter of a side story, I spoke to one of the people that I used to go to work as a laborer in Jos then, between 1997 June and 1997 October, after my secondary school. And he was telling me that the proudest thing he has experienced in his life was working with me as a laborer. He was an electrician, or he is still an electrician. But when he learned that I made 9 A's, and the only 9 A's in Plateau State, he was wondering, is it this my fellow laborer that is here? So he's so proud of what I've become today. And when we are doing the documentary of this my story, why I love this magazine so much is because it talks about my story in a summarized way. We're going to do a documentary titled My ACECHINA, This Is My Story. So you'll get to hear from all these guys, and you know that I'm not just teaching you things I know. I'm teaching you things I've done and things I am, because teachers teach you with what they know. Mentors teach you with what they are. So after talking last week, I discovered that everything I taught you last week is a waste if you don't know how to protect it. You remember the magic of the compounding penny. If you break it at each point, you start all over again. You remember the magic of the compounding palm oil, ginger, or egusi, or commodities. If you break it at any point, you start all over again. And some people will be stuck in the vicious circle of breaking it and starting all over again due to the weakness of their not being able to protect their future. So today we are teaching a topic, how to create and protect your future. And I want to apologize before we start. Most times I just put these topics out there without due recourse to the full weight of the topic. It was while preparing for this presentation, I discovered this topic is heavy. But I'm going to rush it as much as I can, and then we'll give you the recap during the week. So let's get right into it. I need a pen. Sorry, let me get a pen. My special green pen. Thank you. How to create and protect your future. The first quote is that you cannot feature in a future you haven't clearly pictured and relentlessly ventured into. So you must, for you to get a future, you must clearly picture that future and relentlessly venture into that picture. So for this presentation, we're going to break it into 4 parts. Part number 1, creating your future. Part 2, betting your future. Part 3, nurturing your future. And part 4, protecting your future, which is the main reason we're here. Your future is like a child. Creating your future is like the conception of the child. Betting your future is like the birth of a child. Nurturing your future is like the nurturing of a child. Protecting your future is like the protection of a child. So let's get right into it. Creating your future. Creating your future, you have to do 3 things for you to create your future. You have to think your future. Any future you have not thought, you've not created, the birthplace of your future is your mind. After you think it, you have to ink it. You have to ink what you think. Then after you ink it, you have to stick your future. I didn't make a mistake. It's not stick to your future. Stick. Because you have to stick it into your subconscious mind. And one of the person that gave us the greatest formula for the future or for human creation is Joseph Murphy. Joseph Murphy said, every desire impressed onto the subconscious mind must come to pass. Your subconscious mind is the God mind in you. That part of your mind that runs without your mind knowing that it is running. Let me give you the typical example of your subconscious mind. Have you ever been sweeping or doing something and you find yourself singing a song you didn't know you were singing, or you didn't choose to sing? You just found yourself sweeping and humming. Like me, I've been humming, I am dancing around. So when I discovered the power of that subconscious mind, I stopped listening to Nigerian music because 98% of Nigerian music lyrics are rubbish. Big nyash, I get big cassava. No one cassava in my subconscious mind. So impressing your subconscious mind is to stick your future into your subconscious mind. Why many futures die is because they don't make their way to the subconscious mind. So let's get right into those 3 things and break them, each of them, give you 3 ways to do them. Number 1, to think your future is not like thinking. The difference between thinking and worrying, one is destructive, one is constructive. When you are worrying about your future, you are killing your future. When you are thinking about your future, you are creating your future. So for you to think and not worry, you need to do 3 things. Number 1, imagine your future. Imagination is the strongest human creation faculty. You can write that down. Imagination, so those that understand it know, is a preview of things to come. But it's just like the human life. The precursor of the human life is a sperm and an egg or an ovum. But you can agree with me that a lot of sperm are wasted when they don't make it their way to the human womb and implantation. So imagine your future, and the best way to imagine is that it must be clear. it must be good, and then it must be exciting. Number two, you must feel your future. Any future you do not feel is not yours. If you imagine something, for instance, I imagine myself being the president of Nigeria and I don't feel it, it's not my future. It's called a daydreaming, or if I'm doing it with mental score, it's called hallucination. So any future you don't feel is not your future. And there are three things you must feel to know is your future. You must feel excitement. You must feel faith. Any future you are afraid of is not your future. But you must also be scared of the future. Fear is different from being scared. Like, the future might be so good that you start panting out of, you are scared of how exciting it is. Then, number three, you must live your future in your mind. The living of the future in the mind is repetition of the same imagination. If I meet you today, what's your future? You say, oh, I imagine myself as a medical doctor. Tomorrow, I imagine myself as an astronaut. Next tomorrow, you will never become any of them, because in your mind, you only have foundations of different futures and no complete future. It's like building a house. If you start a foundation in Port Harcourt today and leave it, go to Lagos, start another foundation and leave it, you will never build a house in your lifetime, but you have 1,000 foundations. So for you to build that future, you must leave it in your mind so much that you start living different versions, different chapters. The number two thing you need to do to create your future is that you need to ink your future. Please write this down. The faintest ink is stronger than the strongest mind. Even though you have to leave your imagination in your mind or your future in your mind, if you've not written it down, it's still a wish. And wishes don't come true. What turns it from a wish to a future is when you write it down. Then organize your future chronologically. Hey, my guys have retyped chronological to chronically. It's not chronically, it's chronologically. Chronologically means you must, if you want to be a doctor, you cannot have become a doctor first, then go to medical school next. No. You must first start from kindergarten. Go to kindergarten, go to primary school, go to secondary school, get admission into the university for medicine, finish medicine, go for your internship, go for your NYSC, go for and then your swearing in and become a doctor, and then continue. So you must organize your future so that you know which step to which step. If you are going to Lagos from Port Harcourt, you can't just go to Lagos from Port Harcourt. You must get to the park or airport. So going to the park or airport is the first step. Then time your future reasonably. This is where a lot of people like me that are overzealous miss our future. No matter how passionate a woman is for a child, she cannot have a baby in less than 9 months, except with an incubator. And even the incubator, there are months that it won't work. But naturally, if you have a baby before 9 months, you probably have a miscarriage or an early birth. So you must know how to time your future. If you want to become a doctor next year and you have not gone to primary school this year, you don't have a future. You have a hallucination. Wake up. Correct your brain small. So you must time your future reasonably. And that's the only part of your future that needs reason. The rest, faith does it. The second thing or the third thing you do to create your future is to stick. After you think it and you ink it, then you stick your future. To stick your future, you must confirm your future. Any future that you've not repeatedly held on to. Your future is like pursuing a rabbit. There are so many rabbits in the realm of the imagination. If you are just pursuing all of them, you are pursuing none of them. If you pursue two rabbits, you won't catch anyone. So when you confirm that this is your future, it will enter into your subconscious. And how you confirm is the same future and you are willing to die for it. Number two is that you improve your future. Like you might want to become a doctor, but suddenly you discover, I want to become a consultant gynecologist. Later you say, no, I want to become a rich consultant gynecologist. Later, no, I want to be a God-fearing rich gynecologist. Later, no, I want to be a God-fearing rich and famous gynecologist. So you can improve on your future. Then number three, try many routes to your future. The same future of being a medical doctor, you can go to medical school in Port Harcourt, you can go to in Lagos, you can go to outside the country, you can be a doctor anywhere. So after you create your future, the second thing is betting your future. This is where many futures die. No be to get belle be the matter, na to born the pikin, amen. So any future you do not speak dies. So speak your future, believe your future, start your future. Any future you've not started, by taking small steps of action towards the future, is not your future. We're going to increase the speed now because I just discovered that if I go at this rate, we will not finish. All your thoughts that don't end up in actions are like still abortions or still births. So imagination is the creation, action is the birth. So those three things I talked about, to speak, to believe, and to start, are all actions. Speaking is an action, believing is an action, starting is an action. So without action, your future will be a stillbirth or an abortion. And I love executing my plans because the joy of execution is as the joy of childbirth. When you plan that you're going to build an estate and then you write it down and plan it and start working towards it, when you build that estate, it's like giving birth. The greatest mystery of the world is that all the pain of labor turns to joy immediately after the child is born. Before the child is born, a few minutes or hours or days, the woman might be crying, pain, labor. But the moment she hears the cry of the baby, all that labor will turn to joy. And that's how it is. No matter how hard your future is, you are working and getting disappointed, trying and it's not working. Once you achieve it, the exhilaration is like a woman that has just given birth. So number one, speak your future, please. Three things. Tell yourself about your future more than you tell any other person. Don't tell everybody about your future. Only tell supporters of your future. And then reverse, say it. Reverse psychology, say your future as if it has already happened. Like I gave birth to this company in 2022. And by then, when I watched some of my videos, in 2020, when I watched some of the videos I did while I was in Abuja in 2021, I'll be laughing at myself. I say, look at how hungry I look then. Who would have believed me? But from then, I started telling people that I'm the best rising real estate company to come out of Africa, even when I was just a registered name. So you must say it as if it has already happened. Number three thing is believe your future. The second thing you do in betting your future is believe your future. You must faith your future. Any future you are not taking action towards is dead, because faith without works is dead. If you are taking action towards it and you don't believe your actions, it's also dead. Faith is action with belief. Then you must face your future. Whatever the challenges that are concerned with your future, you must face it. You have no future if you want to be a doctor and you don't want to face medical school. I don't like biology, and you want to be a doctor, you are not ready to face your future. Number three, you must follow your future. If your future demands that you go to Isiobamo, you follow your future there. Like I started real estate in Abuja and I wanted to remain in Abuja, build in Abuja, grow in Abuja, conquer Abuja. But when an opening came out in Port Harcourt, I had to relocate from Abuja to Port Harcourt without anybody's permission because I'm following my future. The mistake most people make is that instead of following their future, they follow trends, they follow advice, and they follow other people. Then you must start your future. You must start immediate action, no matter how small. Any future that is not sacrificial is not beneficial. So you must sacrifice for your future. Another name for your future is just delayed gratification. All these things I'm talking is delay your gratification in the present so that you have a multiplied gratification in your future. That's all. So delayed gratification without sacrifice, no future. Then don't wait till you are prepared for you to start. Start now and begin to prepare with what you have and where you are now. If you don't have anything, you have pen and paper. Write, I am a medical doctor. I'm the best doctor. I'm going to go to medical school and I'm going to be the best student. And read it aloud to yourself 100,000 times every day. That's already work towards your future. Then the third stage is to nurture your future. To nurture your future, you just need to do 3 simple things. Focus on your future, repeat doing your future, review doing your future. How do you do that? Your future is your habit. We are what we repeatedly do. So excellent is not an act but a future. So replace that word excellence in what Aristotle say and say, we are what we repeatedly do. So your future is not an act, is a habit. If I look at your habit, I can tell your future like a prophet. If I all look at your habit, I say, hey, this one, see what she will be. With repetition, you are sure to get the result, but with mastery, you become the result. When you master your future, you become your future. So focus on doing your future. Avoid other people's futures. Why most people don't have a future is because they build other people's future without building their own. Working on a job is building your guy's future. If you come to work with the mayor of housing, you are building my future. When you work on your own future, you have to save 20% of your salary to build your own future. If you are working for me and you are not saving any part of your salary, sorry, it's my future you are building, you have no future. Then don't rarely change future. You can change future at any time, but rarely do that. Like I used to have a future for oil and gas. When it became clear to me it wasn't working, I changed to real estate. Then become your future before you see it. Becoming is more important than getting. When you want the future of a medical doctor, what you actually want is the pay of a medical doctor. But you have to become a medical doctor and start behaving like a medical student, talking like a medical student, even before you get to medical school. So repeat doing your future. There are 3 times you do your future. You do your future daily. You continue doing it daily until it becomes a week, daily until it becomes a month, and daily until it becomes annually. Continue doing your future annually until it becomes a decade. So you dedicate it. Dedicate your future. It means dedicated for 1 decade. 10 years. Most futures are formed within 10 years. Then you grow it from there. So review doing your future. If you've been pursuing your future, once in a while, review and say, how am I pursuing it? Is this the best way to pursue it? Check the time. Sometimes I've set goals that I said I'll achieve in 1 month. But when I start pursuing it, I notice that this goal takes 3 years. Like, I've been pursuing goals now that I heard a quotation that I fought for how many years, and the quotation is true. Please write this down. I've forgotten who said it. You can Google the author. It takes, I think, Eddie Cantor is the person. I think so. He said, it takes 20 years of hard work to become an overnight success. Remember our last topic, your 40s, your 20s or your 40s. It takes 20 years of hard work to become an overnight success. So working between, and the best 20 years is between 20 and 40. When I learned this, I fought it. I said my own will be in 3 years for where it was after wasting the first 10 years chasing shortcuts that I sat down and told myself the truth and woke up at the age of 40. From 20 to 30, I was chasing shortcuts, and that was what got me to prison. When I woke up at 40, I started working like a madman. And that's why this decade, I'm doing in 1 decade what I'm supposed to do in 2 decades. So the best way to know even the gestation is to get examples. If you don't know anybody that has been a doctor before, you won't know how long it takes to be a doctor. You won't know the best way to become a doctor. So get examples and mentors. Then the last part of your future, the fourth part, is to protect your future, which is why this presentation and today was done. Upon how I thought I'm fast, I'm still not meeting up with time. So I'll just speed it up a bit. Protecting your future is doing 3 things. Invested in your future. If you are not invested in your future, you will lose your future. Secure your future. If you don't protect your future, you will lose your future. Guard your future. If you don't guard it jealously with the protection, you will lose your future. Now listen to this. When I discovered this quotation, my life changed. That's why most of you see me as if I have an easy life. For those of you that are sensitive will notice that the past 2 weeks have been hectic. There are 2 things you used to notice. Number 1, we are supposed to have called Abuja that won our 1 million naira on the phone since 3 weeks now. I've not even had chance to make that call. That's how hectic the 2 weeks have been. Number 2, we are supposed to be paying our daily winners daily. But we paid 2 weeks winners day before yesterday. Yesterday, we paid 56 people because I've not even had chance for that. I am not a YouTuber. I'm a real estate success strategist. So when real estate becomes too hot, we leave YouTube and face the real estate because that's the golden goose that lays the egg that we are using to give you guys those giveaway. So listen to this quotation. If you get it, your life will change. Everything you are looking for in life are not looking for you. They are looking for the grown you. They are looking for the bigger you, the more experienced you. How fast and how big you grow will determine how fast and how big they come. This is why Africans miss it. A Yahoo boy that has not grown the capacity for 100 million, and you go and get 100 million, you lose that money until you grow to 100 million capacity. If you've not grown to it, no matter how you get it is cheating. It will still go fly away. So everything you are looking for is looking for you, but they are not looking for this you. They are looking for the grown you. How fast you grow to become that you and how big you grow will determine how fast they come and how big they come. If you wanted to grow as big as a millionaire and you decided to increase it to become a billionaire, the billions will come. If you grow $1 billion capacity in 1 year, $1 billion will come. Then Jim Rohn, one of my most important posthumous mentors, said, if you don't design your life plan, chances are you are falling into somebody else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Salary, according to my most educated school dropout in the world, Dr. Cosmos Madika, he said it's a management medicine for poverty. You know, when you have diabetes or those incurable sicknesses, they give you a medicine you take for life. Salary is a management medicine for poverty. It's only when you invest part of that salary that it can be a real cure. And that brings us to the most important part of protecting your future is invest in your future. The 3 ways to invest in your future is, number 1, personal development. Number 2, build valuable relationships. Number 3, treasure your future. And the best place to see your heart is in your schedule and your financial outflow. Replace that heart with your future. If I look at your schedule, the things you do every day, remember we are what we repeatedly do. And I look at your financial outflow, the things you spend money on, I can tell you your future. If you spend money on pleasure, women, drinks, and pleasure, then you have no future. And then if you spend all your money without investing, you have no future. Then if you do nothing about your future, if every day you are playing PS2 or watching football, you have no future. So, and I taught you before, for you to invest in your future, if you invest 10% of all the money you earn without failure, you have invested into an average future is waiting for you. If you don't invest at all, you have no future. So many of you that have not been investing, no lie to yourself, bros and sis, you are futureless. No, sorry. Bele. Kahia Kuriko. 10% average future, 20% rich future. If you are investing 30% of all you earn, you have a super rich future. If you are investing 40% of all you have, you have a wealthy future. And you are investing 50% and above of all you get, you have a super wealthy future. What it means is that if your salary is 100,000 and you are investing 10,000 in a vehicle that you will never eat the money, not the one that if your mother is sick, you go and bring it out. You have an average future. Your salary is 100,000, you are investing 20,000, you have a rich future. If you are investing 30,000 every month, you have a super rich future. If you are investing 40,000, you have a wealthy future. If you are investing 50,000 of the 100,000 or above, you have a super wealthy future. Screenshot this part and ask yourself, let it be your mirror. If you have a mirror, stick it on your mirror so that when you look at the mirror, you know whether you are looking at your future. So to secure your future, there are 3 things you have to do. Love your future above all. Advance your future over adversities. Adversities are coming to test your future. Remember one of the quotes I told you, I said, adversity is not a curse. It's a blessing to separate those that have future from those that don't have future. Those that have future, adversity will make them continue to pursue the future. Those that don't have future, adversities will kill their pursuit of their future. So remember this quote, not all dreams are your dreams. Your dreams are only those dreams that you still believe in and pursue after the greatest adversity have tried to quench them. When I went to prison for 10 months and came out and continued pursuing this future, my future has always been financial freedom. I said I'll never teach or practice as a medical lab scientist or teach you what I'm teaching you today without being financially free. By God's grace, I'm financially free this year, and I'll be absolutely financially free by next year ending or 2027. I'll tell you the difference when you ask. So number 3, do your future or die. If you don't have a do or die attitude towards your future, you will not guide your future. Remember what Martin Luther King says, if you've not seen a future to die for, you've not seen a future to live for. Then guard your future. This is why I brought up this topic today. And it was inspired last Sunday while I was in church and my pastor Abuja was teaching. And I discovered that all those things I taught you last Sunday, if you don't guard against them, you lose all of them. All of them. All of them. I was so naive in 2006 that all the money I had worked for in life plus borrowed money, I got ulcer working 3 jobs and not eating. I carried all that money to give to a stranger I don't know to supply me oil. Until today, I'm still waiting for that supply. So if you don't guard your future, all those things I taught you last Sunday, you will lose it. So all before now, this last 40-something minutes or 35 minutes has been preparing you for this last 5 minutes. So listen attentively. You must guard your future against you. The most important person that can make or mar your future, decide whether your future will survive or die, is you. The most detrimental person to your future is you. It is you that will eat all your salary and not save 10%. It is you that will allow other people to come into the future. It is you. I've forgotten her name. I think Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, no man can make you feel inferior without your permission. You cannot lose your future without your permission. No matter how Viktor Frankl was caught up in a Nazi concentrated camp where they tortured and killed and did all kinds of... The Holocaust crimes are still known as the most horrible crimes in history. Yet, he refused to give up his future. So, you are the most detrimental person to your future and the most important person to your future. Your future requires people, but it depends on nobody but you. And there are three things you must guard against. Weak emotions. If you don't guard your future with a do or die emotions, strong emotions of faith, strong emotions of courage, strong emotions of determination to pursue that future, you will lose your future. If you doubt your future, you will lose your future. If you lost after other things that don't lead to your future, you will lose your future. If you're a woman and you have a future to get married or as a virgin, and you lost after the 6 packs and the chest of that young man, and lost after his money and enter his bedroom, your future of marrying as a virgin ends in that bedroom. If you're a young man, you have a dream to get married early, and you want to make money before you marry, and you have not made money, and you see the big nyash of that babe, and you follow it, and you go there, you might, in your secondary school, you might have a child in your secondary school. That future, it don't end there. So you're lost after phone. You have a future to invest into your future. You carry your savings, and you are lost in after... Women lost after 3 cameras so much. You are lost in after the 3 camera type. You go and buy it, your future don't end. So your weak emotions, your doubt, and your loss will kill your future, and you are the most detrimental person to your future. And the quote that you need to remember is, it is so powerful. One of the most powerful things is how what you think you like can greatly derail you from what you really like. Like me, what I really like is freedom. It will be foolish of me that the first 1 million I make in real estate, I go and buy a car. A car will not set me free. I started asking myself, how many houses will set me free? It is rent that will set me free. So it is when I'm free, I'll now be free to buy a car. But I'm not yet free, I go and buy a car. That car will become a chain to me. So if you don't think deep, why do you want what you want? I see a lot of medical doctors that want medicine because of the money. Because in the 20th century, medicine and professions were the high-earning jobs. Now, there are other things that are better than that. Even in the US, nurses are now doing better than doctors. So when they now become doctors and see that the work that they don't like is too much, and the money they were looking for in the medicine is not much, they will start complaining, some even dying. So don't allow what you think. If it's money you like me, when I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, in my final year, I discovered what I like in everything is freedom. I resigned from my medical practice and went to look for financial freedom. And that's why we are here today. So don't allow what you think you like to derail you from what you really like. Sometimes we look at women, we think we like the figure, the beauty, but it is the character of women we really like. When you have stayed with a beautiful witch, when she bites you, you go down and say, no be beauty I like, oh, nah, peace of mind. So you have to dig deep to know what you really like. Then the most important part is guard your future against others. Guard your future against others. And Jim Rohn said something. He said, every good will be attacked. Not to think so is naive. Every good thing in this world must be attacked. If you have money and you don't put it in your pocket, you keep it on the table in a public restaurant, go home. Come the next day to want to come and take the money. You're an idiot. So people must want to steal, kill, and destroy your future. Not to think so means you are very naive. Naivety is foolish ignorance. And that is why on Sunday I listened to this man, in whom I'm well pleased, Pastor Abiye Daniel David of Salvation Ministry. And he wrote down the 11 characters of dream killers and thieves. I call them dream killers and thieves. What he called them last Sunday is impoverishers. I'll cut out this part of this video and send to my pastor. These are the 11 characters of impoverishers according to Pastor Bia, and they are so comprehensive. Number one, the people that want to steal your future, they will lie to you, they will beg you, and they will visit you until your money finishes. Those people that if they just notice you have money, they will start coming, they will lie, they will beg, they will visit. I have a lot of them in my inbox. One day, like as they noticed that we paid 56 people yesterday, hey, so I have one exam. If I don't pay registration today, I will not write the exam, because they notice that I like education. They don't know I don't like schooling as much as I like education. And they are supposed to come to my channel to get educated. They are using school to lie to me, to beg me. They will still come, and anybody who notice that once the money finishes, they stop coming. They are dream thieves and dream or future killers. Number two, they appear when the money comes and disappear when the money finishes. Men are so stupid that sometimes they don't notice this with some girls. Once you notice you have money, you become honey. Once the money finishes, you become monkey. Then dream killer. Number three, their financial demands are endless. Today, phone. Tomorrow, rent. Next tomorrow, clothes. Next one, school. Anybody that, in fact, I have a quotation that says, if you are nice, don't give anybody bread. Giving a man bread is spoiling a man. Give a man seed. And if you give a man seed once, you are nice. If you give a man seed twice, you are extraordinarily nice. If you give the same man seed 3 times, you are foolishly nice. So their financial demands are endless, and if you are foolish, you continue after the second time. Some people will tell you don't give second chances. I'll tell you give second chances, because one of my mentors, Richard Branson, said people will always surprise you if you give them second chances. The surprise is that they might repent and do so good, you'll be surprised. Or they might repeat the same thing and do worse than the first one, and you'll be surprised. So either way, they will surprise you. Then they are usually very close to you. Oh, I have a quotation that said, love and loved ones have killed more futures than any other thing, all other obstacles put together in the world. It's the people that love you most that will tell you it's too risky, it's too hard, it's too this, don't worry, I'll give you money, don't stress yourself, come. And they will spoil you instead of spoil you to your future. Number 5 or 6, they repeatedly borrow even when you have nothing. Anybody that comes to you and say, borrow me 100K, say, I no get, say, I beg, you fit borrow from somewhere. Hey, future thieves, armed robber of your future. Number 6 or 7, they discourage you from meaningful investments. Anybody that you say, I want to buy land, you say, that money for land, leave am first. You get one bike, I want bike. If you help me with the money, I go double the money for you. Or more will go put them for Cybex. Anybody that is secured, each investment must have 3 S, simple, secure, and sustainable. They say, no, let's put it in shiny, quick money, make money quick schemes. They are your dream killers. Then this one is the one that shocks me. They budget with your pocket. Anybody that says, I want to go to Lagos and comes to you and say, oh boy, I go Lagos next tomorrow. You say, okay, safe journey. Say, oh boy, if you help me with transport money. Yeah, Nami, tell you where you go Lagos. Then they steal your money or time or spirit. Anybody that drains you, that makes you weaker, that spiritually, whenever they leave, you feel less yourself. They are thieving more than your money. Anybody that steals your time is stealing more than your money. And anybody that steals your money. In these 3 things, money, time, and spirit, money is the least important. Time is the next most important. Your spirit is the highest important because that is eternal. Time is your life. So whoever steals your time is stealing your life. And the money you can always get. Number 9, they scare away resourceful people around you. Anytime they notice that somebody is helping you, like you're always coming to the live stream of the Mayor of Housing, they will discourage you from coming. Number 10, they are very covetous. That covetousness is just another name for longer throat. Anything they see, they want. I want iPhone 16. I want a car. They are wantologists. They always want things that they cannot afford. And the last one, which is the oga patapata of them all, according to Edo Pikin, is that they emotionally blackmail you. All those guys are manipulators. Anybody that tells you, if you don't give me this money, I go die. My father is sick. If you don't bring this money, my father will die. Eh? The moment you start saving for your future, this is where you lose it all. Emotional blackmailers will come, especially those close to you. And I'll teach you how to avoid this. I'm looking at the time and I'm wondering. I used to be a victim of number 11. God had to cure that from me in prison. People will call me and tell me, sir, if you don't help me, I will not write this exam. Hey, money I've saved for my future, I'll go and bring it out and give. Tomorrow I discover it's a lie. Even if it's true. Am I God? Even God has God. Please, there are two ways to cure this emotional manipulation or blackmail. First question you ask yourself, because poor people, when they start getting money, the first thing that takes all their money is the God factor. They want to play God. They feel they are so nice that they want to become God. But you that want to play God, the first question I want to ask you, has God cured all the problems in the world? Has God provided for everybody in the world? Are you godlier or godlier than God? If God, who loves them more than you and created them, has not solved all their problems, you try and to solve all their problems, you will die. One of my mentors said, when you try to become El Shaddai, you end up becoming I Shaddai. You are not God. Number two, try to pretend to be sick, or let them pretend to be locked up, because that was what happened to me. You will notice that those people that say without you they will die, they will continue without even remembering you. I was in prison, and after 3 months, most of you that are Christians, are born again, gave your life to Christ. I didn't give my life to Christ. I was arrested in prison like Saul was arrested on the way to Damascus. It was in prison I had my own experience. The Holy Spirit came to me. All those people that are saying, without your help, they will die. Have any of them died? I said, no. He said, has any of them come to this prison to beg the prison authorities, please release our mentor, our man, our destiny helper? Without him, we will die. I said, no. And the Holy Spirit told me something that humbled me for the rest of my life. He said, my son, if you had died, some of them won't even remember you have died. So the first question you ask yourself when you start those menial jobs and start saving money, when you didn't have 1 naira, what happened to all those people around you? The real future is not using your investment to invest in your lifestyle. Like you are squatting with a friend today and you start washing cars for your future and you start saving money. I have up to 1 million in your savings. And instead of using it to start the business you promised yourself you start, use the 1 million to go and pay for an apartment. You've just created a big modern hole for your future. Remember I said your comfort zone is where all your dreams die. You've just carried your future seed to buy your comfort zone to kill all your future. So ask yourself, when you were not seeing money, did all your relatives die? They'll call you from the village, Uncle Annie is sick. If you don't bring money, he will die. When you didn't have money, did Uncle Annie and other village people die? This thing is so strong in Africa that Africa is a country that kills dreams. What's his name? Pastor Femi Lazarus calls it the black tax system. Relatives and friends will tax you till you die. Africa kills dreams. Friends will tax you till you die. Schoolmates will tax you. If somebody dies, they'll tell you if you don't contribute, you will not be buried. Nah, lie. Okpotokpo, Ashi. So I'm sorry I took some time, but during the recap, I'll give us more scenarios in most of these things. So don't allow them to go blackmail you. Let me quickly do 11 things you can do about them. Number one, to avoid these people, dream killers and savers, hide your breakthroughs from them. Dare to tell them no. When they ask you, just say no. Be the bad guy. Dare to fire them. Any one of them that is not supporting your dream is fired. Dr. Cosmas Mordecai is one of the person that does that a lot. Genuinely become too busy for them. When you are too busy, some of my friends will tell you the worst thing they hate about me is that I don't pick my calls because I'm too busy. If a friend is calling me and you are not buying land or bringing a customer that is buying land, you're a distraction. Genuinely budget for them to embolden yourself. See, if you have a soft heart like me, budget for these dream killers. How? If you make 100,000 in a month, you can bring out 5,000, but no more than 10,000 because God, that is God, is demanding 10% tithe. So they cannot be equal to God. 5%. You bring out 5,000 and keep it and call it this beggars fund. Anytime they beg you, you go there and give them money. And anytime the money finishes, I no get, we say I no get. And many of them want to borrow. Never, ever, ever, ever lend your future. Please write it down. Never, ever, 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 ever times 11. Lend your future out to somebody. What you do is that if you budget, if you have a soft mind like me, that if you say no, you go home and be feeling guilty. Budget 5,000 out of your 100,000 for yourself to feel good, so that anytime that 5,000 finish for the month, money don't finish. And then when they come to borrow 50,000, tell them, I don't have 50,000 to borrow you, but I have 3K to dash you. Because when you dash these people, you have peace of mind. When you borrow them, you go draw your money from now, okra soup. Waiting draw pass okra soup. You go draw Then the next thing is test them all. Always deliberately test your friends. If you have money, pretend you don't have money and see how they treat you. Refuse unscheduled visits. Anybody you didn't invite should not come and visit you. Never take their advice. Please write this down. Never take advice from somebody you don't want to exchange places with. If you want to be the mayor of housing and I give you an advice, take it. But if you don't want to be a madman, don't be like Peter Obi that got the advice from a madman. Don't take advice from those guys. Number 10, grow into circle they cannot come into. When you are hanging out with broke guys and they notice you start hanging out with governors, you hang out with intelligent people, they won't feel comfortable coming into that circle. So they'll just start withdrawing. So enter circles and grow into circles that is above those guys. Even my relatives know that I'm in a circle that most of them can't come to. Then number 11 and the most important, choose wisdom over sentiments. Refuse to validate their emotions towards them. When you have emotions towards them, don't validate that emotion and be saying, hey, God, oh, if I don't give this money, Uncle Annie go die. Nah, lie, no go die. Even if you die, now you give her life. God gives life, God takes life. So the last thing you need to protect your future against is rust. Only metals that are not in use and are not being sharpened become rusty. So you must take consistent action about your future. Take actions daily. Have cycles of action. Have patterns of action. Then you must have consistent passion, love for your future. Flies don't perch on hot food. So if you are hot, if your passion about your future is hot, those people will not even come near. Then have consistent courage. And as Nin, the beautiful lady you're seeing in the future, she said, your life shrinks or expands in proportion to your courage. So your future will expand and contract in proportion to your courage. Be too busy fighting to conquer yourself. The greatest strength of a fighter is knowing the fights to avoid. Avoid fighting with your friends and focus on yourself. Your future is just more. Everything I've been saying in the last 45 minutes or 50 minutes is that until you know you are more, know you're more, think you are more, believe you are more, do your more, become your more, you cannot get more. Replace that more with future. Until you know you are your future, know that your future, think that your future, believe that your future, do that your future, become that your future, you cannot get that your future. And your best future starts in your mind, takes root in your heart, matures in your daily routine, the things you do daily, and end up in your bank account. If you don't see a future and a bank account that excites you, you don't have a bank account, a future. After all I said, some people will miss all this energy I've poured and time by telling you, it's not everybody that must be rich in the future. After all fingers are not. You may believe that all fingers are not equal, but you must never believe that you are the smallest finger. I agree that all fingers are not equal, but I am the strongest and the tallest finger. See you in your future, and thank you. We will try and do a proper recap for you so that those that really want to find their future can now find it here. Call this person to assist you with the questions. We're going to take 10 questions now, please. I always ask somebody to choose the questions. Classic is always choosing questions that are not serious. So I'm going to get somebody more meaningful to choose. Not choo-choo. My treasure. Call my treasure to come and help us with the questions. I always ask somebody to choose the questions. Today's questions are very important because if the question is not about your future, I'm not answering. Please. Today's questions are very important because if the question is not about your future, I'm not answering. Are we there? Please. She will choose. Chuchu will now read it. Where is the other mic? She will choose. Chuchu will read it. This YouTube audience is not mature enough to hear the golden voice of my treasure. The only person I work for. I'm jobless and unemployed. That's why I'm very busy. But there's somebody I work for. And let her choose any question. Oh yeah, choose. Everything I do is for one person. The first question. As he's choosing the questions, you screenshot the questions. Oh yeah, who is the first person you are choosing? Meaningful question. If you choose nonsense question, you are fired. My treasure should choose the question, you ask it. Okay. Are we there?
Okay. So first question.
From who?
Precious.
From Precious who?
Just Precious.
Okay. The first question is from Precious.
What signs indicate it's time to redesign your future plans?
Any future you don't feel. The signs that it is time to redesign your future plan is any future that does not excite you is no longer your future. And any future you don't feel is no longer your future. Your future must make you have 3 feelings. Number 1, excitement. I said it. Number 2, faith. Number 3, you must feel wow. It must impress you. It must excite you. It must build faith in you. It must impress you. Anytime your future stops impressing you or you become bigger than it, it doesn't wow you, you don't shout wow. Then redesign a future that will make you feel wow. But let me give you a rule of thumb. Two things. Any future that does not make you lose sleep, that you'll be at night excited saying, so wait, oh, I'm going to be a billionaire, Jesus Christ. Then that future is a future you need to redesign. Number two, any future you cannot fail 1,000 times for. Like now, they keep the future and say, for you to get this future, you need to fail 1,000 times. And you don't shout, hey, lele, pimpi, I agree. If it's not worth up to 1,000 failures, it's not worth you. Change the future. Second question. Screenshot this thing.
I've done that already. Second question is from Teresa Steven.
Teresa Steven.
Yes. How do you stay committed to your future when it feels like nothing is happening, even after you've done the thinking and started putting in the work, but the results still aren't showing?
How does a woman remain connected to her childbirth when they told her she's pregnant and 3 weeks later she never born? When I was teaching you, I taught you guys about gestation. This is the way many people lose their future. You just started business last year. You want to build house this year and buy car this year. Have you gone to check the people that did business, whether it takes 1 year to make it in business? In business, it takes 36 months of no profit before you start. 3 years. It takes average of 7 years for a business to mature. And it takes average of 10 years for a business to blow. That's why I said dedicate. You must dedicate a decade to it. So Teresa, if you've not done it for 10 years and you've not gone to check the amount of work that people that made it put into the work, if you go and open a shop and you open your shop by 9 a.m. and close it by 5 p.m. and after 6 months you want to blow, you are deceiving yourself. Your future must warrant you to work like a mad person. Mad means motivated and action driven. And find out how other people worked. Bill Gates was sleeping in his office when he started. Most of the top billionaires in the world used to sleep in their offices when they started. Find out, please get examples and get a mentor. I just told you a decanter said it takes 20 years of hard work to become an overnight success. Do you think I started in 2006, Teresa? This is 2025. Next question.
Next question is from Ada.
Ada
Godwin. In a world of economic shocks, what's your top strategy for protecting your savings or investments from unexpected crises?
Real estate. Ada Godwin. Real estate. There are two, the safest 10. The safest investment in the world is yourself and real estate. And that since you were born till now, have you heard that rent went down? Have you heard that land reduced price in any city in the world? Even when there was COVID, Ada Godwin, did your landlord say don't pay rent because of COVID? You no work, so no pay rent. Then the second most secured, which is the first thing, please, all of you, write this down. You are more important than any other investment in the world. So personal development, every money you are saving below 1 million naira, invest it on yourself. Buying books, buying data for YouTube. Most people don't know how free YouTube is. Developing yourself, going to learn skills, training yourself. Invest all those money in yourself. Then when you can start, you are the person that makes money. If you train yourself, let me give you an instance. You are not making any money now, you start saving money and you discover that you are doing laborer work to save the money, but you discover you are very good in making shoes. And there's a machine in China that if you buy for 10,000 for 1 million naira, you can make shoes. But to learn how to make shoes, you need to pay 100,000 naira for 3 months training. When you save 100,000, don't go and buy land in Isiobomo Tonkom. Next 10 years, that land will not grow. Use the 100,000 to go for the training for the shoe. When you make your first 1 million, don't go and buy land and leave the shoe machine. Use the 1 million to buy the shoe machine. So there are 3 safest investments in the world. Number 1, yourself. Number 2, your business. Or yourself is your skill. Anything that improves your skill. Not buying a phone or buying hair. For women, investment into your head, not on top of your head. So yourself, your business, and number 3, real estate is why I left oil business for real estate. It's so simple, safe, and secure that with all the economic downtown, nothing has happened. And the other one is food. Ada Godwin, have you ever heard when food was no longer in demand? That's why I said those 3 food I told you last week. Palm oil doesn't spoil easily. Ginger doesn't spoil easily, dry ginger. Egusi doesn't spoil easily. So economic downtowns are good terms for those investments. Next question. This is number 4, Abi. Is Facebook active? Check your Facebook people whether they are active so that we can take 2 questions from there. Question number 4.
Oluwa Big.
Mm-hmm.
For someone just starting their journey,
Mm-hmm.
what's one small but powerful habit you would recommend adopting today that can have a compounding effect over time?
2 simple habits. Read a book every day. Book on personal development. Read 1 hour every day. Number 2, write your future clearly and read that future. There is a book called Beach Money. There's a book called Beach Money. Jordan Adler. Please, if you can do this thing, you will build a future without stress. What you need to do, there is a program that has been running on the internet called the Live Book. Number 1, Google the 10 best personal development books. Buy all of them. Read them until you know them like you know your name. Number 2, write your dreams so well and so clearly in everything until you have your full book written, exercise book. Let me show you my dream book. My dream book is here. I have everything written in this journal. Everything is written here. Is it my short knicker you are laughing? They know now. Why are you bothering yourself? I have everything written in this journal. So everything is written here. Everything. Everything. If you read this every day and read this every day, see my video person. After I don't see my back finish, now they cut the video. If you read this every day and read your dream every day, you become your future. That's the easiest thing. Next question. These people are laughing at me because of my short knicker. Respect yourself.
Roots.
Uh-huh.
From root.
Angeni.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Againi.
Againi, yes.
Yes, root Againi, yes. You don't even know my people.
What is the difference between financial freedom and absolute freedom?
In fact, Ruth Againi, take note of her name. Ruth has just won extra 20,000 naira for asking this question. Because when I was giving the lecture, it shows that she was awake during this number 5 question. We have 5 more to go. Ruth, financial freedom is when the money you earn from your passive income is enough to handle your normal lifestyle. The best passive income I like is rent. So let's say I have houses that pay me rent, and for my food, fuel, recharge card, and basic lifestyle, without traveling for vacation, without taking route and guide me out for dinner without living any special lifestyle. I need 100,000 every month to survive. And I have 5 houses that pay me maybe 120,000. That 120,000 means I'm using 100,000 to survive. 20,000 is buffering from inflation. I am financially free. That's financial freedom. Because rent will continue to come whether I work or not. But absolute financial freedom is that when I now calculate that I want to be traveling to the US every 3 months, I want to go skiing with my treasure every 3 months. Like every Monday, I'm supposed to be having my beach money Monday with my treasure, where her brother and Nicholas are working. Me and her are going to the beach. I want to be having dinner every Friday with my treasure in the best restaurant. I want to drive a Lamborghini. That dream lifestyle, when I calculate it, this one might be 100,000. But this dream lifestyle might require 1 million every month. I'll need to have more houses until I can earn rent of 1.2 million that can fund that 1 million lifestyle. I might be financially free, but I'm not absolutely financially free. Absolute financial freedom is when the money from your passive income can fund your dream lifestyle without you ever working. And I intend to get that next year on upper year. And that's when you guys will start seeing that this live broadcast will be coming from different parts of the world. Today I'm doing it from Dubai. Next tomorrow I'm doing it from Helsinki. Cotonou. So no, I won't go to Cotonou except that they are buying luxury estates. Cotonou and Isiobamo Tonkom, when they start buying luxury estate, I'll be there, man.
Amen. So next question.
Yes, question number 6 now.
Yes.
So take note of Ruth and Gaini, 20K bonus. Question number 6.
On Jack.
Sikak Jack, another of our person, yeah?
In what ways can knowledge be a form of protection for your future?
One answer in Sikak Jack, skills. Write it down. Any knowledge you turn to skill is a protection. Like me, one of my schoolmates saw one of my workers and said, do you know that your boss is one of the finest MCs in Nigeria? I have a skill for MCing. And I'll start MCing again when I hit my absolute financial freedom. Maybe next year or upper year, I'll launch my MC brand. Because I have that skill, anything that happens, I'll always talk and make money. But my insurance skills is marketing and Sikak Jack. I learned how to market so well that if the economy is bad, people will need to sell more because they are not selling and they will pay me more commission to sell for them. And my insurance, my mouth work. That's why proudly I tell you guys I don't have a hand work. I only have a mouth work because that's my insurance. There are some people that have developed skills. Like when you get the skill of a doctor, let's say one of the best surgeons in the world, whether economy good or bad, when people need surgery, they'll call you and pay you. And the better you are in that skill, the more they pay you and the more rare you are. If there are only 5 psychogenetic neurosurgical physical doctors in the world, and you become one of them, maybe they pay them 1 billion. My people are laughing at my English, intergalactical English. The more skilled you are and the more rare you are, the more insured you are. Because even in war times, they will need that skill. During war, some people will need to sell gun well during war. They go call me, go and market to this country to buy our guns. So insurance is your skills. Turn your knowledge to your skills. Any knowledge you've not turned to skills is not monetized and insured. Next question. No, they break my transmission before I stand up and show the world my short knicker again.
Okay, so the last question.
No, this is number 7. Is there have 3 after
YouTube,
this?
From YouTube, yeah. So
is Facebook active?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. Question number 7.
From Gloria Iheme.
Oh, Gloria Iheme.
What do we do when our parents choose a future we don't like for us?
Your parents only gave birth to you. They don't give birth to your future. That's what happened to Femi. What was his name? What was Fela Kuti? His parents chose medicine for him. He chose music. So if after 18 you still allow what your parents chose for you to stand, then you are foolish. Gloria, this is two things you do. When your parents are paying your school fees, please follow their future plan. If your parents wanted you to be a medical lab scientist like me, I follow the future plans of my parents. When I resigned from medical practice, my parents didn't talk to me for 6 months, and I was okay with it because I knew that I am going to have a chain of hospitals. I knew that owning a hospital is more important than working in a hospital. And they will not understand it because they are not me. They didn't go to medical school like me. It is the people that own the hospitals, that own the business, that own the profit. Those of us that work in the hospital only own the salary. And I told you, as Dr. Cosmos Maduka said, salary is a management medicine you give for the management sickness or incurable sickness of poverty for those that don't want to cure it. So follow your parents' plan. When their school fees end, start your plan. Formal education will make you a fortune. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Following your parents' plan will help you get school fees. When you finish with school fees, following your plan will help you get a fortune. So when your parents say read medicine, and they are the ones paying the school fees, by all means, read medicine and even impress them with medicine. But when you graduate, I have your medical certificate, and you know that your real passion is real estate. Be working as a doctor and start building the real estate business until it becomes big enough for you to resign to start real estate business. And please, anybody working that wants to start a business, note this: you don't resign from a job to start a business. You start a business to resign from a job. Don't resign and go and start. Be working and start. Then when this one can give you, Jim Rohn said, when you can make from your business twice what you make from your job, then you resign from your job. So Gloria Iheme, follow your parents until after school and after their money. When you start making your money, you follow your path. Who pays the piper determines the tune of the music. If they are the one that pays your transport money and they say go to Lagos, you get mouth. Come on, go to Lagos. But when you reach Lagos, you can't get money to go into your motor and come. You move. Amen. Next question. This is the 8th question now.
This
from you, Facebook?
Yeah, from Facebook. Glory Udo.
Glory Udo. Why are all my people coming up today? You plan them?
How can I prioritize self-care and well-being while working towards my future?
Self-care and well-being in your future. The greatest self-care and well-being is capacity. Remember, Gloria Udo, there's a difference between comfort and health and vitality. When I told you the 20 things you do in your 20s, I say move every day, sweat every day, and watch what you eat. Self-care is not eating junk. Self-care is exercising. Self-care is sweating. And one of the sweat is the sweat of developing a skill. If you are sweating in something that is not bringing sweetness, Igbo people say, aka aja aja na enweta ọnụ mmanụ mmanụ. If you dirty your hands, you get sweet thing that will give you oil. So if your sweating is not bringing sweet thing, then you are not taking care of yourself. Glory Udo, which self-care pass a lot now? Who no get money, they self-care. So the greatest self-care is an earning capacity. That's the way you take care of yourself. But if you start desiring comfort, Glory Udo, write this down. Desiring comfort before success is poverty. Desiring comfort after success is wealth. Simple. And the greatest self-care in the world is personal development. Write it down. The greatest self-care in the world is personal development, because you care enough about yourself, you want to increase your capacity to earn more, to take care of yourself more. Amen?
Amen.
Number 9.
Yes. Nuella,
Hey,
Facebook.
all these people. Wait.
Which stage will test my character the most in my future?
The stage that will test your character the most in your future is the investment stage. Most people, it's easy for you to build your future or imagine your future and write it down. It's easy for you to start earning money towards your future. But the moment you have saved your first investment seed and you want to invest it, Jesus Christ, different options will come. These people will tell you invest it in cryptocurrency. This one will say invest it in this. This one will say invest it in that. That's the greatest test stage. If you read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, the first money the man made, he invested it with the wrong people and he lost all that money. And he had to learn that you don't invest with people that are not investing in that. There was a cloth merchant, I think, that told him about rubies and pearls that he buy from where he buys clothes and they will sell it for profit. But he ended up going there, they cheated him and sold fake rubies and pearls for him, and they lost all their money. So when you make your first seed, everybody will be scrambling, invest it here, invest it there. And when you lose it, the greatest test is not in losing it. The greatest test is in starting all over again more intelligently, because maybe it took you 5 years to save that first 1 million and it goes in one day, Nuella. How will you feel to start again more intelligently and more enthusiastically and more resolved? That's the greatest test. Most people will say, in fact, I know they save again. In fact, I don't tire for this state. This is not how my age said it. It's when you fail with that your treasure. You don't enter wrong address. And it becomes worse for people like me, because I borrowed. That's why I told you last week, please try to avoid borrowing. I had saved all the money. I worked in 3 jobs as an intern medical lab scientist. I was working in 3 hospitals. I developed ulcer. I had saved 1.2 million. No, 1.1 million. I borrowed 1.2 million from my colleagues, doctors and other people, and invested it 2.4 million then into a business with a stranger I didn't know. Up till today, I didn't see that 2.4 million again. Not only did my 3 jobs and my 2 years of hustling go in one day, but I was now owing 1.2, and I was paying. I went and used this my big mouth to promise them 10% interest every week. And because when the money got lost, as of pride, I didn't tell them the money was lost. I was still paying interest until I could no longer pay, and the whole thing swallowed me up. So it is not only the failure of losing everything, it's sometimes it might put you into debt, and how to start again despite that debt and believe again and learn your lessons. That's the most challenging part of our future. And please, if you are watching this, don't say your own will not be like that. Everybody must fail before they get to their future. There's no child in this world so smart that didn't fall while trying to walk. You must fail before you get to your future. Some failures are small, some are big, but you must fail. And it is the ability to continue after that that will determine whether it's your future. Remember the quote I said, your future is not your future until the greatest adversity has tried to quench it, and you continue after that. Question number 10 now, Abi.
Yes.
The last question. Who is that last lucky person?
Oladiran Adijoke.
Hey, all my people now, them just come market today. What do I do now?
How can I protect my assets and plan for the long-term future?
Go for assets that are already protected. For instance, if you are buying land, for instance, as I told you, the 3 things: skills. What you become, you cannot lose. Like your mother that learned how to sew since 1960, Adejoke, she don't forget them. that skill is still protected because she's the skill. So becoming more protects you more because that more you have become is protected in you. Second thing I said earlier, invest in your business. You protect by making sure you don't put money in things you don't understand in your business. Number 3, assets. The asset must be simple, secured, and sustainable. Like real estate, they know they steal land now. The only thing they fit steal na land paper. So when you dey buy land, make sure say you buy the right location, the right owner, and the right document. Then you are secure. That's how to secure your future. And these are appreciating assets. So if you do that, you are secured. Thank you very much. We're going to choose our topic for next week. I wanted to ask you a question, but because of time, these 10 people that ask questions have all made 30,000. And Ruth Againi has made 50,000, extra 20,000 for asking me about financial freedom. And I don't know whether you people knew that today I was going to give money to those that ask questions, and that's why my people were asking the question. Even though Emmanuel Aikong, I don't know if we're now people. That your apology where we take reconcile. I don't know whether we truly now be one like Adejoke. So choose a topic for next week. You choose. If the topic is too complex, we'll jump it so that we can call it a day. I'm sorry for keeping us beyond time. This topic was bigger than what I thought. Any topic that is too big, we won't take it. So I hope you screenshot all of them. Yes, they've all won 30,000. And Ruth Againi. The first time I saw Againi, I say whether I again when they put I, again I. Are we? Which topic? If you see any nice topic, you choose for next week. Please suggest topics, but simple topics.
Mentorship, a key player in becoming successful.
Yes, I would. That one is simple. Screenshot it. Mentorship, a key
player in becoming successful.
It's not player. Well, we can talk it. Let's leave it like a key player. Screenshot it and send. We'll use it that way.
Oluwapelumi.
Yes.
Ayodele.
Oluwapelumi Ayodele. Oluwapeluwa. Because you've just made 30,000 screenshots, and then get these people and make sure they are paid maybe by tomorrow. This week I'm less busy. And Ebuka, we are going to call you tomorrow. Let me give you expo. We are calling you to decide whether you want your money now or you want your money during the public presentation. So decide so that when we call you, it will be easy for us. We don't want to waste our time. Those that have been commenting are the second person that will win. We won't announce the person in the public press conference. We'll pay your money and do the normal thing. But those that have been winning, please try and share your winning receipts and share the testimonial. Even though we are working on a frame and a video system so that the world will know. Because I saw in the comments somebody say that all this money, we don't pay the money, we are just boboing people. I saw the comment and I was laughing. We need to screenshot that comment and keep it as a testimonial to this channel. So some people that are by the side don't believe those of you winning have been getting your money. So please share your testimonials so that people can believe your testimonial. In closing, I'm not going to give my usual long speech. I'm only going to say people don't understand that the one word for this existential experiment called life is to see how big, how beautiful, and how wonderful a future you can create. When we are all born, we don't have futures. The futures we have are a mix of our choices, our abilities, and our pursuits. And the greatest power is not in what we pursue, but the greatest power is when you combine pursuit with fleeing. Many people in Africa are not pursuing with all their energy, their courage, their fire, their passion, because they are not looking at what they are fleeing from. I am fleeing from poverty. I am fleeing from begging. I'm fleeing from living in a place where I don't have constant electricity. I'm fleeing from a government that will always promise minimum wage and not deliver minimum wage. I'm fleeing from greedy politicians and greedy bosses that will not pay you what you are worth. I'm fleeing from complaining. I'm fleeing from all the mediocrity, all the smallness, and all the feelings of distaste and feeling of resentment that are all compounded in poverty. And even though I'm pursuing absolute financial freedom, when I remember what I'm fleeing, I combine that pursuit with the fleeing, and my speed is unstoppable. Because if I'm pursuing a goat that I want to catch and kill, I might be running at 100 kilometers per hour. But when a lion is also pursuing me as I'm pursuing that goat, I'll not only catch the goat, but I'll escape with that goat at a speed that even the lion will shock whether did he run or did he disappear. I am fleeing modern parents that will be working so much that they don't know they are corporate slaves, that they don't have time for their children. I am fleeing, allowing the school system. And these days you hear about stories of all kinds of nonsense housemates that come into the house to perpetrate all kinds of nonsense. I'm fleeing around those people to come into my house because I am going outside to slave for money. I'm fleeing, not being beside my wife each time she needs me because I am working in one walk offshore or somewhere and she needs me today, I'm not there. I am fleeing, not being able to sit down and read, and even read the most important book in my life, which is the Bible, because I have to go out there and work at a job I don't like. I am fleeing all the modern day diseases and sicknesses that comes from work stress. I am fleeing all of them. I'm pursuing the bliss of financial freedom to be the father that is always there for his children, to be the husband that is always there for his wife, to be the sibling that is always there for my siblings, to be the friend that is always there for my friends. It's nice to give time as a friend, but it's nicer to give time and money as a friend. I am fleeing the kind of things I saw in people that work so wholeheartedly for 35 years, retire and become so poor that they go back to that very village they will refuse to be coming back to when they were working in the big city and in the big establishment. I'm fleeing all that because at the end, the experiment is not to see if you survive life. The experiment to see how big, how beautiful, how wonderful the future you create. I'd rather die trying to create this future than to give up on it and settle for what I'm fleeing for. As I said in my analogy, it might be a lion, and instead of us to run for our lives, we have decided to fall prey to the lion and relax in the comfort of conformity and say, come and eat me. I'd rather die running away from the lion than die falling prey to the lion without doing my best to build a future that I'll feature, that I have pictured and have ventured into relentlessly. See you in my future. I don't know whether you'll be in yours when we meet, but you'll definitely see me in mine. Thank you very much. And so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage, and share with your friends so that they can learn and earn. Imagine I have money to share and no one to take it. That's what's happening in this channel. I have knowledge and money I'm sharing for you to have the knowledge to multiply money and the opportunity to get the money, so you're learning and earning. Yet, many people are not taking up that opportunity because this channel is not known. To help this channel to be known, subscribe, take advantage, and share with your friends so that they can